Hello everybody and welcome back to Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024, and we're back in career mode for yet another new third-party edition. Today we got a new update for Taog's Hangar's H500C, and it supports agricultural spraying missions, passenger transport, cargo, and flight-seeing missions. It's so exciting seeing this become more and more of a common thing, especially in the last couple of weeks. So without further ado, let's do our first crop dusting mission in the 500C. And not only do we have a new helicopter in career mode, the agricultural spraying one, I haven't done the other missions just yet, but something that you guys have been asking for a lot in the existing aircraft for crop dusting is in this helicopter. And it's this cool little custom computer. I'm assuming it's custom. I'm not really sure what goes into it. But either way, if we zoom in here, I don't know what to do with it just yet. I'm going to try to figure it out as we do this video, but we can mark out a field, and then once we have that field there, I guess we can go into the next screen, or new area? Yeah, there we go. We can change the swath width, the turn direction, the pattern we want to go to, and once we have that area set up, you can see we can have auto next on spray end and auto mark on spray start end, so it'll turn on and off automatically depending on the marked area you have. At least that's what I'm assuming is happening. So once we get over to this area, we're going to mess with this computer and see what's going on. Alright, let's go ahead and take off here. I don't even know where the runway's at. I don't really care. I'm too excited for this. There's no other way around it. Let's get our map open, see where we're heading to. I think behind us? Oh, no, just to the left. Excellent. So we'll get our positioning here, basically to the northwest. Let's go ahead and lift up here. Let's not smash into a house. But it's so cool not just flying this in free flight. Don't get me wrong, the helicopter's awesome, but, I wasn't always, that focused on flying it just because. But now that we have the AG spraying, cargo, passenger transport, flight seeing all built in with this, just so cool to see third-party developers. As I always say, thank you for taking the extra time. I don't know how much of a pain it is to do it or what the steps are, but I very much appreciate your effort and time to make it supported in career mode. It's so great to see more and more third-party content get into career, especially after a whole year of it being really empty on new stuff, minus a couple things from the default sim finally getting supported. Third-party stuff was really lacking, and then these last couple weeks have been incredible. So, really excited to fly this, excited to learn this computer system, and hopefully the way I'm thinking it works is how it does work, and I'm not fumbling through everything. So we'll see here once we get to the refuel truck. And in typical fashion, I've overflown the area because I was too busy getting that shot. Very good. What is it? Dougal Roats? What even is I don't know what's written in the ground over there, but alright. But of course, it being a Taog's Hangar vehicle, you can of course use the clipboard over here, remove the doors, customize the look of the aircraft if you want to. I'm not going to be too worried about doing that here. We'll just stick with what we have. Oh boy, you know what? I think we're going to be spraying the soccer field. I mean, I guess, I don't know. Would they do that in real life with the soccer field? Have a helicopter come over and fertilize the grass? I mean, I guess it's possible. But either way, it's still kind of funny seeing that. Let's see how landing goes here. I'm probably going to do this from outside, because I'm still not too familiar with the helicopter. I mean, I've flown it a few times, but I'll be flying it way more now. So let's pop outside and try to get a good landing here. I'm sure it won't be, though. You know how weird it is to not be flying an H-125 or Cabri helicopter? I mean, that's all we've had for a year regarding helicopters. Just so cool. Oh, let's try to get in there. You need a lot of left tail rotor going on here, because once you get close to the ground, it really loves to spin right. So you're just trying to counteract that a little bit. Oh, you know what? Not bad. We started sliding at the end, but I'll take it. Alright, so now that we're filled up, I want to focus on this computer thing, because I don't know what's going on with that, so we're going to figure it out together here. So we'll start at a corner, and then hopefully the way I'm thinking this works is how it works. So let's see here. Alright, so start area, fly to swath, start, and mark A. Alright. Oh, there we go. Set A. Perfect. Mark. Fly line and mark B at the end. Oh boy, I don't know what that means. Maybe I'm not doing this right. Mark. Fly to field boundary and mark C. Oh boy, what does that even mean? Oh boy. But this is so cool that this is even a thing. I mean, they could have easily just said, you know what, put the helicopter in there and then that's it, because all we've had to use was the EFB. And we've never had, like, computer systems to set this type of stuff up. Mark. Oh, hang on. Hold up. Why are we spinning out of control? Let us calm down just a little bit here. Whew. This thing's definitely a workout flying this. So... You know what? Okay, hang on. I think I know what I did now. Hold up just a minute. We're going to start a new area. Start area. So we're going to mark A just over here in this corner. Let me try to get right. Mark that. Alright, perfect. So now that we have that, let's go to the other end of the field. And we're going to leave this little extension part alone. We can just do that on our own. We'll just have the majority of the field marked out. And then doing this should make it to where... Let's see if we're lined up right. There we go. And then I'll try to get to the other side of the field, which I guess I can just put that at any point. Let's get to the end of the boundary. So what will happen now is the width of this entire field should be marked on the map, as opposed to that little strip that we did in the beginning of this. So let's mark that. Oh yeah, no, it is set up the way I want it to be. It has the right width. Perfect. Man, this thing is so wily. It's crazy. Like, literally. I don't know what is with it, but... There we go. So now the only thing that isn't marked is that little extension there. That's really, really cool. Especially once I kind of get a better hang of... I think in the future I'll just land. Because trying to do it... I mean, I wouldn't zoom in normally and fight with all that anyways. But just something to get used to. Especially since the flight model seems a lot different. Because I have to have the left trigger down the entire time I'm flying, because if I let go of it... Oh, maybe we're better now. Because it's definitely flying different than I remember it, which is okay. I mean, if it's something I need to get used to, that's fine, you know. But not having to fight with the EFB, get that open all the time to see where I'm spraying, is really nice. Like, I love this custom computer item in here. But okay, yeah, now I don't have to hold the left tail rotor going on anymore, which is really nice, honestly, because it was getting a bit ridiculous. Go over to the right just a little bit because we're heading straight too often here. I know we were starting to go way over our 50-mile speed limit there, but that's okay. I'll also try to get some other shots here while I'm flying this, but I'm really trying to get used to flying this. Because it feels like a whole different helicopter now. Scoot over to the left a little bit more and head straight across. Okay. Was that an old airport that we're flying over there? It almost looks like an old, like, World War triangle airfield that you just see a bit of the concrete with. But you can just tell how much easier it is to follow where you've sprayed, where you haven't. Because before, if you remember, you'd always have to do this, zoom in on the EFB, and all that type of nonsense. So it still feels like I'm going too fast, though, because you can see we're really yellow on the spray, but we'll see what the score ends up being. I mean, it's our beta profile anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But, you know, always try to make it look good and get a good score out of the thing. Also try to straighten out these lines a little bit too. Oh, yep, there we go. Try to get the shot and touch the grass a little bit. It's alright, just making sure the skids are good. And needed a little extra fertilizer in that part of the field there. By the way, apologies, I might have said soccer field earlier. Just in case we have some European viewers. The football pitch. So there we go, just wanted to rectify that before it gets out of hand. And no more outside shots for now. I'll do that when I'm better with the helicopter here. And then of course when you're setting up the mapping, it helps to be more level. Again, it's probably something, if I do use that in the future... Okay. If I do end up using that in the future, I'll probably just land. That way I can make the mapping way more accurate. Because just trying to do it while you're flying is kind of a pain. Because then when you land, you can zoom in, you can take your time mapping it out. Because just doing it while in the air seems like you're kind of rushing it around. And can kind of lead to nonsense. Alright. Trying to Get my hand situated here, starting to cramp up a bit. I'm gonna go straight here, because again, I keep curving, you can see it on the map. I'm not trying to do that. And we're about 75% of the way done with this field already. Very nice. But yeah, once I figure this plane or this helicopter back out again, because it definitely had some changes regarding its flight model for sure. Once I'm familiar with that, it's just so awesome to have all this going on now. Which again, thank you to developers for spending the time to make your third-party content supported in career mode. I don't know what you just said to me, but I don't really care. Everything's under control. And then eventually I'll have to figure out the whole auto spray on and off stuff, which is pretty cool. But that I'm not sure I'm going to use, because I do like having it, you know, doing it all manually, because I love, these are one of my favorite mission types in career mode. We went way too fast there. She's going to be mad. Was that a well done? I'm surprised, because we were blasting through that field. But I will certainly be using the mapping software, because that just is so nice to have. Because even if you don't map it out, it does still show you where you've sprayed, which is handy. So if you're not wanting to go through the mapping process, you don't have to. But it definitely helps out. At least I think so. I completely missed that gap I was trying to spray there. It's such a nimble helicopter, though. Like the way it turns and flies and everything. Alright, shift over to the left. Over to the left. More to the left. There we go. Now we're hitting it. And we have another line over on this side of the field. Which we can zoom in on this a little bit more as well, so we can get a little bit more accurate on our positioning. There we go. Get that. Scoot on over here. Hit this gap. And I know we're going too slow, it's fine. Excellent. I'm monitoring the spread from down here and it looked nice and straight. And now we have a couple little gaps here. And then back over here as well. Oh! And it looks like one more line, and then I'll be pretty much happy with our coverage here. Where was that line at again? I know it was over to the right just... Oh, nope. It is right here. Nice. Oh, and we got 100% on it. Nice. And let's head on back. There we go. Our first spraying mission. Oh, man. That's nice. I was already getting kind of used to flying this thing again. I did notice it's having this, that glitch that happens in the H125 as well. There's like this random... I don't know if you saw it. There, you can see it a little bit. It's like on the edge of the... Not edge of the blades, it's further past it, but... Just something I'd point out there. Going to the wrong area. Let's turn to the left and head back to our airport. Excited to see what score we get. I mean, if we can get an S rating on our first attempt with this, I would be pretty pleased with that. Make sure we're heading to our... We always get these grass runways that I never know where I'm trying to land at, which is good. It's like we couldn't have just spawned at that airport over there, no. Let me make sure we did everything else here, because I probably skipped some steps. Fly to final, and is this the strip here? No, it's to the right. That's why I hate the grass ones, because it's just like, I don't know where you want me to land. Radio is not wanting to do what it needs to. Oh. Oh, it did. Alright, we're good. Because it might just be this whole stretch of grass here, maybe. We'll see if we get penalized or not. Nope, we're good. And my favorite part of the grass runways, though, is just being able to land wherever you want and then shut on down from there. Are we not on... Oh my goodness, here we go. We're back on the left rudder craziness here. So yeah, that whole area is the runway. Good to know. Alright, hang on, calm down. Just trying to get this thing on the ground here. There we go. And of course, I'm sure it has to do with my RPM and stuff like that too. That kind of dictates what's going on regarding how the helicopter's reacting to the ground effect and rotor wash. Which is why I said, you know, just got to get used to it and everything. But having this built into the... Like, it's just... Oh, it's so... Because it gets really... Especially in the helicopter, opening the EFB, closing it, and all that type of... Like, it's just such a pain. So to have everything just right in front of you all the time, and not getting in the way of anything else on the screen, is fantastic. And our first mission success. Let's see the score we got. Oh, not bad. I mean, we didn't waste any product. Our execution time was great. Fertilization quality can improve a little bit, but I feel like this is... Oh, it isn't an S tier. There's room for improvement. But that's okay. That was awesome. And I really hope you guys ended up enjoying this. It's so nice doing more and more with career mode, you know, because, you know, we had a long break in between that. And now it's kicking off some more. Got Friends released a new plane as well, which I'll probably cover. We'll do a passenger transport mission with it, I think. But yes, that was Taog's Hangar H500C in career mode. Thanks for watching, everybody, and I will talk to you guys next time. See ya.